If you are serving on active Guard reserve orders, full-time active duty, every day, someone has probably told you to wait, separate first, receive your DD Form 214, then file your VA disability claim. Filing after you separate is what drops your claim into the VA's general processing queue. Months of waiting with no disability compensation coming in. You did not have to wait. Active Guard Reserve Service is active duty service, and the VA runs a program that lets active duty members file before they separate and be decided at or near their discharge date. You qualify for it. The only reason members miss it is that the program runs through your state or component headquarters, and no one there files it for you, a gap you can close. So by the end of this video, you will know the exact program that lets you file before you separate and what it gets you, why Active Guard Reserve members are handled as standard claims, even when they file on time, and how to document your continuous active duty status so your claim stays on the pre-discharge track. So if no one at your state or component headquarters is going to file your VA claim for you, the first thing to know is what you are filing. Most Active Guard Reserve members treat the VA claim as something that starts after they separate. You finish out processing, you receive your DD Form 214, and the claim goes into the VA's general processing queue, where disability compensation is not paid during the wait. There is a program built for exactly this situation, and it only works while you are still serving. The VA and the Department of Defense run the pre-discharge program together, and its main part is benefits delivery at discharge, called BDD. It lets a full-time active duty member file a disability claim before they separate, and that includes an Active Guard Reserve member serving on Title 10 orders or on continuous federally funded Title 32 orders. Here is how BDD works. You file on VA Form 21-526EZ between 180 and 90 days before your separation date, and you attach your service treatment records because the VA does not have them yet. The VA then reviews your evidence and schedules your VA medical examinations while you are still in uniform, so your claim is worked before your service ends. Your disability compensation is effective the day after your service ends, under Title 38 of the Code of Federal Regulations, Section 3.400B2. It is like moving your phone number to a new carrier before you close the old account. You move it while the line is still active, and your service never drops. Wait until the old account is already closed, and you start over from the beginning, so you file inside that period, not after, and stay available for your VA medical examinations for 45 days after you file, so no permanent change of station, deployment, or overseas move in that stretch. If you're already inside 90 days of separating, you file a standard pre-discharge claim instead, and your examinations happen after you separate. So you file your VA claim inside the 180 to 90-day filing period, on time, everything correct. And here's the part that catches Active Guard Reserve members off guard. The claim still goes into the VA's general processing queue, handled as a standard claim, the exact delay you filed early to avoid. So why does that delay happen? Because the VA processes your claim on what your record documents. An active component member holds one DD Form 214 showing one unbroken stretch of federal active duty. Your Active Guard Reserve service lives across a series of consecutive orders, an entry order then extension after extension, each issued by your state or component headquarters. One document versus many documents, one narrative versus fragmented history. When your consecutive orders are not bound together as one continuous timeline, the VA's record system can sort your service into inactive duty for training instead of continuous active duty. The VA is not wrong. It is reading what the documents allow it to read. You need to give the documents a voice. It is like an employment history made up of a dozen short contracts. Read quickly. It looks like someone who worked on and off, until you set the contracts in order and show there was never a break between them. So you document that continuity yourself before the VA reviewer has to guess. You pull your complete set of consecutive Active Guard Reserve orders, certified copies of your first orders, and every extension and amendment through your separation date. Laid end to end, they establish that your active duty status never stopped. Your consecutive active guard reserve orders prove the individual days you served. But handing the VA reviewer a dozen separate orders still asks that reviewer to connect them into one continuous period of active duty. The fastest way to prove continuous full-time active duty in a single document is a statement of service, and most Active Guard Reserve members never request it. Under the VA's duty to assist, at Title 38 of the Code of Federal Regulations, Section 3.159, the VA is required to help obtain your records, but you do not leave your continuous status to be pieced together when one signed page can settle it. You request a statement of service from your commanding officer or your state human resources office on official command letterhead. The statement of service must document that you served on continuous full-time active duty under Title 32 or Title 10 from your entry date through your projected separation date with an honorable characterization of service expected. One signed page the VA reviewer cannot set aside. Upload the statement of service with your consecutive orders and your VA Form 21-526EZ inside the 180 to 90-day filing period. Note on the application that you are an Active Guard Reserve member on continuous active duty status filing under benefits delivery at discharge. The statement of service plus consecutive orders plus the BDD notation settles what the dozen separate orders alone never could. So now you have the two documents that prove your status, your consecutive Active Guard Reserve orders and your statement of service. One last thing decides whether they work: timing. The 180 to 90-day filing period looks wide, but you still need your service treatment records gathered, and you must be available for your VA medical examinations. Wait until terminal leave and the period has passed, so you start at the beginning of the filing period, not the end. The day you are 180 days from separating, begin pulling your orders and requesting your statement of service so your packet is ready the moment you are eligible. File early, and you leave Active Guard Reserve service with your claim already worked instead of starting from the back of the line. You don't have to guess your way through the filing period. We built you the BDD filing planner. Put in your separation date, your order type, and where your records stand, and it gives you your exact 180 to 90-day filing dates, the documents to pull, and the deadline to have them ready. It's built, it's waiting, it's yours. Use it. Before we close, nothing here is a promise of any particular rating. Every claim is different. What we give you is the cleanest way we know to execute. For Guard and Reserve, women veterans, step by step, the frameworks that tie it together, or benefits news, subscribe to the channel that fits your fight. That is how you file while your full-time active duty status still counts for you. In the next video, we go into presumptive conditions, the conditions the VA connects to your service without requiring you to prove the link, and how the PACT Act applies to the deployments and exposures in Guard and Reserve service. Unlock your file, claim your status,